to that action. So appreciate everyone that was tuning in and hanging out and waiting for the start of the rounds here. Do want to go ahead and now give the go-ahead to our players to let them know that we are ready to go. They may be able to hear me, interesting enough, but we can't hear them, so that's fine. But let them know that we are ready to go, and we'll be hitting this ready button soon. We should be diving in to the round shortly after, once everyone else readies up, and then right into the action we go. For round number one, do a quick reset on those scores. We do apologize for that. But yeah. What do we have on each side? Is it, I believe it's Havoc in orange and MLJP in blue. Is that right?
Yeah, that should be correct.
Or the other way around? Yeah. Okay. We'll go ahead and swap that around. It's Havoc in blue and oh my gosh, early scores coming in from Havoc Hellfire out the gate. Mama Bio and Lot JP just getting pushed past. Chosen in 24, teaming up here in their efforts as the ball now pops over to the other side. Battling for possession here as the ball floats around inside the zone of MLJP. Again, we'll get those sides swapped here. But ML having a tough time getting that ball over into the side of Havoc Hellfire's, oh my gosh, I gotta have the right, let me get the sides right first, and then I won't be getting this mixed up in my head. But either way, 24 and the Chosen One doing a good job of continuously applying the pressure, not letting this ball get past the midfield as they have to go on defense again over on the orange side. I don't know if we're hearing a CGF, but if you are talking, we can't, as the action does unfold here. Pushing over to the edge. The ball floats, just outside the goal, and is knocked up now over and bouncing in front. Great defense coming in here from that MLJP team. Havoc Hellfire continuing to apply the pressure. 24 finally finds the goal. Jeff, you still here?
Yeah, I am here.
Okay. Well, make sure as the action continues to unfold around number one here of this best of five series, and maybe the first time. No. Another goal almost locked in. Such good continuous pressure coming in here from the Chosen One as 24 also sitting in midfield, not allowing this ball to get past that center space, continuing to be inside MLJP's zone. Finally pushed away. Now maybe a chance for this team to push and get an offense, but what a great clear back right into almost another goal. Another push back to the edge. MLJP holding on here as we get into the 2 minutes, the back half of this round. A bounce over in the midfield and a very defensive team here. Not defensive enough. More points for Havoc Hellfire. They're looking to take this first round. Vying for possession here. Ball does get kicked over into the zone of Havoc, but almost an opportunity. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. What? That couldn't have been any closer. The animation for goal came up. Another shot, another hit, almost. It pushes it on. Mama Bio can't quite get it together there, though, as Lot JP sits on the back line to prevent anything else from coming in. What an effort there from the likes of this MLJP team on the offense. 1:20 left. Enough time to get some goals. A two-pointer could be big here. It does float around in front of the two for quite a while in the zone of Havoc Hellfire. An opportunity for a goal? No. Great defense. 24 and the Chosen One combining their efforts up through the midfield there. As now Camo looking to battle for this possession on the corner. Really good pressure. Mama and Lot recognizing an opportunity. 1 minute left. Have to get some points on the board here, but are at least showing that they can pressure this Havoc Hellfire team. Havoc coming right back at it. A great push back with a big boost. Mama and La JP almost pushing that one through. It does look like we are having some connection issues with Havoc, but either way, we'll get them in soon enough. And again, just battling for possession of this ball as it continues to float in the zone of Havoc. Now back over into the zone of MLJP. Another attack. They've done some great clears out now. Maybe this team, MLJP, kind of figuring out how this team likes to push, and they're doing great jobs of clearing back into the zone of Havoc in this back half of the round, but it just hasn't been quite enough as we float up into the mid here. The time ticking down. Definitely not going to be able to score 4 goals in 3 seconds. Mathematically out of time. As that ball does go down for 1 extra point. 5-0. Havoc take round number 1. And a pretty strong start for them. I mean, Chosen in 24 spreading the goal, each with 7 shots. 3 goals, 2 goals there apiece. 2 shots coming in from Lot. A couple of saves, but ultimately not enough to get themselves into that one.
Amazing round by both teams. However, I feel that Havoc was able to keep up the pressure a lot more.
Yeah, I think we just saw, at least in the early round there, much more pressure. They absolutely were putting in the defensive effort to really prevent Havoc from being able to push up through that midfield for at least the first 2 minutes. And then it seemed like Havoc, or at least MLJP, started to get into a little bit of groove on the defense, finding ways to effectively clear that ball out and over what was otherwise a very effective wall from that Havoc team, because they really did continuously apply that pressure early. And I wonder if we're having it. Yeah, I think we might do a lobby swap here. So we go some time on the technical side to sort things out, but we should be getting into round 2 shortly. Yeah, already got a quest there, and so yeah, do appreciate you all sticking in, hanging out, and enjoying the action. If you are tuning in on Twitch, we appreciate you. Please be sure to shout it out, let other people know that you are tuning into the next action, as we are trying to grow this place and platform and get more folks invested into the world of Ultimex, because it is good quality VR esports, and these early broadcasts were really kind of establishing the flow of these games, how people tune in, what they're looking for in this action. And I'm still working on the camera works, figuring out the finer things in the camera, so I really appreciate everyone tuning in and bearing with any sort of technical issues we have, whether it's with these lobby remakes or anything like that, but we're having to sort that out here. Into that shortly. Teams are
I'm
almost.
guessing, since this is an OCE team, that they're having some ping issues.
Yeah, and we're just trying to sort that out now. Apparently they can hear me in game as well. I don't think I have a mute option on my end, so.
If you click around on the options in the little top slider, there should be
Game audio.
party chat.
There we go.
Now it should be good.
Now they can't hear me.
I believe so.
That's what we got the expert on the on the panel here, CGF. Appreciate you tuning in. Helping me out here, sort things out. But yeah, it seems we have sorted that issue. So I guess they're also they're getting some real extra commentary while they're in that action. But yeah, they're going to ready up and be hopefully diving into round 2 here. A solid lead for the likes of this Havoc Hellfire squad. And it looks like we did swap sides as well. So when we come in here, I have to do a little fancy footwork and swap your teams on the color side, because now Havoc Hellfire is in blue. Or no, we stay the same color, I think. Yeah, Havoc is in blue and MLJP in orange. Havoc with that 1 goal lead out the gate here, or one round lead out the gate. We'll have to see how they square off against each other as we get ready to dive in to map number 2. Now, number 2, I have to sort that out too, the terminology. I think we'll go by rounds. Rounds in a series. It was a good start here from Havoc again out the gate. Quick pressure, but Mama and Lot doing a good job to fend off the shots as it does come through. 14 seconds. The first goal. Wow, that is a quick way to start things off for the Havoc Hellfire squad as LJP trying to defend again. The pressure out in this early rounds is so prevalent. Here's a good start, though. A good push back into the zone of this team. They're forcing this ball into the Havoc Hellfire space, and almost an opportunity for a goal, but we've really seen great defense and a persistent offense from this Havoc team. They're really proven to be a pretty big threat, at least in my eyes. One of the teams that has some of the better ball control I've seen in a match. I mean, they really are doing a great job of keeping this ball in the zone of MLJP and forcing these goals in.
Yeah, as you said, they're just keeping an amazing job keeping up that speed, keeping up that pressure, just not letting MLJP take a break for even those moments.
Yeah, and maybe an opportunity here for MLJP to finally get up onto the attack. Both Mama and Lot are up in the midfield. They don't want to be too far forward as they are cautious of letting this game get away from them. They want to stay on the defense. A shot there for the 2 goes just a touch wide. An opportunity to keep this pressure coming forward. There's a nice use of that boost to push things back into the zone of MLJP, as they now both vie for contention. Ooh, maybe an opportunity for another attack. No, Havoc again putting up good defense. Uh-oh, and it seems like a power play as 24 has had some connection issues here. Still up 2-0, but hopefully they can reconnect as, almost a 3-pointer scored by the Chosen One in a 1v2 moment here. They're still keeping the pressure. Chosen showcasing that they are a skilled player here in this series as, that fist goes just a touch wide. And an opportunity for a 2, that goes just a bit high, almost a long-range 2 snipe. As 24 does reconnect. No, he leaves. He's left. Yeah, he's been fully disconnected. I don't think he can. I don't know. Can he reconnect? This Chosen puts up a good defense still here in a 1v2. I think Chosen may have to play this out 1v2. Based on when the disconnect happened, I'm not sure. Either way, Chosen is still playing it out, and they are still defending. No points have been secured yet by this team. Chosen doing an absolute great job here. There's 2 shots that come through, just go a touch wide.
Yeah, just an amazing job defending by Chosen right now.
And attacking, apparently, as they go on the offense, trying to put more points on the board. 1:20 on the clock, so a lot of time. They need to pad this 2-0 lead. It's not comfortable enough. Floating around for the 2, a big shot back. Chosen flying in for the defense, and they are really showing a great display here of skill of battling this 1v2, weathering this defensive battle and then quickly pushing it back up through the midfield. An absolute performance here as almost a 2 goes in there, just a touch wide, barely sniped to the sides there as MLJP are trying to find this goal and cannot get it against the Chosen One, who is finally been scored on. Wow, that took a while. Chosen really doing a nice job of carrying this one, but 40 seconds left and it's only a 1-point lead.
It's now Chosen's pushing it up. Almost they score in, but they just hyper strike it out.
Yeah. This is the right thing to do. Chosen is down now. The goal is open. They'll find themselves a second goal. 26 seconds left on the clock. It's not a lot of time for either of these teams, Chosen or Mama and Lot, to find these points. And oh my goodness, almost a 2. Pressure from Chosen One right out the gate as they try and find the goal. No, it doesn't go in, and the defense hands. Oh wow, what a good hold there from MLJP as we go in to potential overtime here. Ball floats up top, almost in for the 2, but not quite there. Extra time as Chosen One able to keep the ball floating up. So is Lot. So are Mama. They're trying to push this down into the attack, and now it is into the zone of Chosen, but it falls flat. And with the tie game, I think we're going to go into sudden death. Yes, no golden goal in the VRML. We've adjusted that rule over the course of this preseason, but it is a sudden death, and so they'll have to try and first one to score is going to be the winner, and Chosen has proven that they can attack. Not been easy. Oh my goodness, the two so close from being sniped in from a distance. The one, no, not found there. And Chosen back on defense has put up some great defensive rounds so far. A hard player to battle against as we do see this ball flying back and forth. Chosen able to get their hands in time to defend and push things back up through the midfield. Mambo and Lot trying to continue to find their snipes. They can't. A great push down. Finds the ball into the zone. Chosen, no! Can't bounce it in. So close to connecting with that bounce. Can't quite find it. Lot on the defense here. Chosen defending with their life. It's sudden death as we've been having a minute plus into this sudden death round. Chosen does get an opportunity to push. Shot back into Chosen's zone. I say Chosen at this point. It's not even Havoc Hellfire. It's just Chosen trying to go in this 1v2, and they'll find the two-pointer. Havoc Hellfire with the clutch off the disconnect from 24. The Chosen will take it here. That is a tough pill to swallow.
To be 1v2 and to lose that it's kind of...
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Chosen, I think, really just playing very well there. I mean, that was a display of a very skilled Ultimex player. Someone that, again, has very good ball control. I mean, you can definitely see the skill gap developing even now after 4 weeks. Between someone at a lower, just getting used to the game versus obviously someone like Chosen who is very familiar with how to manipulate the fists and ways to, they're figuring out different ways to get that ball down range. And, we saw a lot of missed twos come in from the likes of MLJP, but still very close. And a 2-0 lead out the gate for Havoc Hellfire's got to feel pretty good. Do have potentially only one more round, but otherwise it's going to be a 3-game comeback here for MLJP. And yeah, we're going to try and do another lobby reset, really just trying to figure out the best situation here for these teams. But we appreciate you all tuning in. And yeah, I mean, so far some good action. That was a great series, great set there again from the Chosen One. I mean, maybe they are the Chosen One, CGF.
Yeah, and it's not the first time they've shown their skills on a VRML cast in a 1v1 or a 1v2 situation before.
Maybe 24 needs to figure it out then. Either way, quite the fight there from Chosen, and you love to see it too. I mean, we're only 4 weeks in, and you can see that very much the dedication from Chosen, the focus. They didn't get demoralized off that disconnect. They knew what was in front of them, and tried to accomplish the impossible, and frankly did it. I mean, they managed to secure a 2-point goal after a minute and a half of surviving sudden death. Quite a way to get that game, and that's a lot of momentum to take into this next round. That could be the final round, depending on how hot and fair going into this next game. Hopefully better. We've seen flashes of them putting up some good rounds, or putting up some good pushes. They've been able to get down into the zone of Havoc Hellfire, but, well, this could be their last opportunity to push into that zone. We'll see as we do get ready to dive back into the action for round number 3 in this series. And again, a shout out to anyone tuning in, hanging out, and enjoying the action. Be sure to tell your friends. Share the good news of Ultimex broadcasts being broadcast live to your ears. We should have another game after this. I think I got everyone invited and everything, so shouldn't take too long to get into our next series. At the very earliest, scheduled to start at 7:30 p.m., so 10 minutes from now. That'll all depend on if this series goes any longer. And out the gates we go with MLJP in orange and Havoc Hellfire in blue and the Chosen One. Well, now they have a teammate. They have a backing. They have 24 to help support and help push this ball up into the zone of MLJP. But here's a push. An opportunity for a 2. No, goes just a touch wide. Good defense coming in. Back on the defense they go on MLJP, and Mama Bio trying to get this in as they push forward here. An opportunity for a 2, maybe. The ball floating around as a 1. No, doesn't go in. Oh my goodness, just floating in front of the 1 and the 2 here as they battle for possession, and it floats over into the zone of MLJP. Havoc going back on the offensive, but this is a much different round, it feels like. A much different MLJP squad. They're really applying the pressure a lot better here. Again, in the zone, the midfield. An opportunity for an attack, and there it is. They thread that 1 point through the defensive lineup, and a nice early lead, but this one took a lot longer to get. And almost a quick rebuttal there, but not quite connecting for MLJP. Again, they found so many close shot on goal, but just have not been able to get them in. There's a good snipe that goes a touch wide. Mama trying to push it through, but the defense of 24 and the Chosen making that a difficult challenge for the likes of Lot and Mama as they try and team themselves up here for the push. Both of them pushing up. Lot has to get back in time for the defense as now the ball pushed back into their zone, and almost a shot on goal, but it does get defended and pushed back over to the midfield. Vying for contention, Havoc. Opportunity to push, and seeing good defense from MLJP. They really have done a much better job of preventing these scorelines from coming through in the early half of these rounds, but it's still 2 points. They've gotten close to some goals, but oh my goodness, that could have been bad news. That too would have been big, but a great push back, a great clear, and an opportunity for an attack. No, Mama can't quite get it as it gets pushed back into Havoc's zone. Ooh, maybe a chance of 2. Oh my goodness, just on the inside corner, and there's the 2. That connects from Mama. They find a big goal. Was that off the wall?
Yeah, that was off the wall.
What a great play there. Come on, off the wall 2. Tie things up in round 3. Make it a lead. Just like that, MLJP are looking to extend this thing a little longer. 1.5 minutes left, though, so a lot of time for Chosen and 24 to try and get this back. Oh, and an absolute battle. As Mama and Lot on the defense, not quite shot in, floats in front of the 2, doesn't connect. There it is, a great push. 24 connecting with the boost, and now they're tied up. 3 apiece. I notice we don't have, we have no Viper loadout here. I just realized that. Oh, and finally a good push here. 1 minute left, tied, 3 apiece. What could be the final round if Havoc Hellfire can find any more goals, and almost there. The wall comes up for defense. It's on the corner, and if anything, it could force that ball over in front. Oh my goodness, it bounces off the bottom, and there's the wall playing a big element in preventing this push from coming through. It allows for the likes of MLJP to push forward here, and Mama and Lot trying to do just that, trying to find the goal they need to get the lead. They can't quite connect it. 30 seconds left. They go back on the defense. That point goes just a touch wide. Swinging back. Oh, there's a good wall in the midfield. Oh, now it's a bad wall. It really depends on where that ball is with that wall in perspective as Mama and Lot are trying to push forward up through the midfield. 12 seconds left. We could be going into overtime. We are seeing great wall use coming in here. Suddenly, almost out of nowhere from the MLJP team, and it's offering up them a chance. for this extra time goal. No, falls to the ground. We're going to OT. Sudden death.
3, 2, 1.
First to score takes the round. If it's Havoc Hellfire, they take the series. We're done with this matchup. It's MLJP. We have another game on our hands. Nice defensive wall there, making it hard to hit that full shot, but oh, there it is, a big save from that wall. Really nice job minimizing the goal there. And ooh, almost a 2 coming in. As Lot drops back for a great defensive setup. Chosen is here, 24, both defending. We've seen great defense from them when it matters, and now it's Chosen and 24 find themselves with their backs against the wall. They have to score. They have to prevent these shots from coming through, and they do. But they aren't having a great time getting it past the midfield. Almost a boost in for the 2 big shots coming in from MLJP. They're not afraid to take the risky ones because they just need anything to connect here. Another big shot. No, not going to be there. Floats in front. A nice defensive boost. Chosen connects with their body, it seemed like. But now floats over to the zone of MLJP for maybe the first time. Oh, that's an open goal. No, nicely knocked back. Quickly cleared. The wall comes up, cutting that goal in half. Been successful on defense for them so far. And here it is, playing a big element, preventing that goal from going in. Another effort, another attempt. Goes in. 24. Can't get this ball up to the midfield. Really good play from MLJP. They started to warm up, and they found the goal they need to keep this thing alive. Put another round on the board for them. We're going into a game 4. Not out of this one just yet.
What a pullback by MLJP. I mean, after losing a 2v1, pulling it back and actually winning the round after that is just...
Yeah, so much momentum in favor of Havoc Hellfire here, and to see, like you said, that pullback is impressive. And I think we're ready to go right into our next one. Delay here, these players ready for the action in front of them. Game number 4, and oh, I gotta wonder how Havoc are feeling, because they had a comfortable 3-0 lead out the gate. Back into it we go, though, and we have ourselves a series on our hands here this afternoon. Thank you all for tuning in and enjoying the action. If you are stopping by, we do appreciate you. If this is your first time tuning in, we do encourage you to hit that follow button. It's a new and growing VR esport that we're excited about in the preseason here as we get accommodated to things and figure out the rule sets. And we've made some adjustments over the course of the 4 weeks that we've been live so far, but you can join this preseason at any time if you want to get involved. Easy to sign up. You just go to vrml.com/Ultimex, register for a team. You can be playing on this stage right now with other players that are also looking to get competitive, as we see the push come in from Havoc Hellfire. They're still in blue. MLJP still in orange. Corner pocket battle here, trying to get this ball over in front of the goal, and they're really just not allowing a lot. And Mama putting up great defense. Maybe they started to figure out the style of this Havoc Hellfire team, but either way, there's a big shot. The 2 goes just a little bit wide. 24 and Chosen One looking for an opportunity themselves now. And what did I just see with that fist? I don't know if I got that on replay. Nope. Not the right replay either. Well, we did try. A little Dr. Disrespect in the corner, I guess. We do apologize for that. But uh-oh, there's the defensive wall that comes up, and that almost spelled bad news as the ball got trapped in between that and the goal. It's not where you want that ball to be. But it didn't quite work out that way, and now that's there to defend. Either way, Havoc have been up Or are up 1 point here off of what was, again, just great handwork coming in there. I'm not sure who scored that. 24 or the chosen one. I didn't see. Wasn't looking either way. 2 floats in front there. That was so close. Fortunate enough that NLJP are able to push it away. Chosen here. 24. Both trying to get that one in. Can't as it gets pushed back in. A good clear. Really seeing some good defense from MLJP here. They just have put up a bit of a better overall defensive effort. They've just been clearing the ball out of their zone a lot more efficiently and not allowing it to float too much in front of their goal. It's been opening up attack opportunities and maybe keeping this Havoc Hellfire team on the defensive as the best offense as they continue to push. And Lot and Mama dropping back. And again, doing a good job of not allowing Chosen, who otherwise was able to battle them in a 1v2, win in a 1v2. They seem to figure out a great effective defensive style here with this half wall on the goal, and seems to be really powerful as a big boost comes in and Lot with a big defensive stop. Almost the 2, but without that Viper, the two snipes aren't necessarily as big a threat. I think that both teams may be recognizing that. Started to play a little bit differently over the course of this series. 1 minute left. What a long-range snipe to come in and connect. 1-1 off of a big play from NLJP. 55 seconds on the clock. It could be going into another overtime, another sudden death. This team does not want to let go. Oh, a big defensive wall up there. Again, cutting out half of the goal. You got to push it to the other side, and that really just means that you have to defend one side of the goal. That's for so long. A really nice defensive tool that has been making it hard for this Havoc Hellfire to get any more points on the board. And great pressure has kept this ball here. Now a midfield wall. Is that the right move here? The defensive walls have been working good. 24 and Chosen One trying to push up through the midfield. Now an opportunity to attack. Looking for the one-pointer, and there's that defensive wall up just in time. Getting it behind the wall could be bad news. See that not happening, and oh, what a huge stop from going through. Extra time comes in. That's going to fall to the ground, and we are going to sudden death. A midfield ball drop to kick off the deciding element here. Who is going to win game number 4? Are we going to a game 5? Or is it going to be done here? Is the series over? And it is. There's the 2. Havoc Hellfire secure their 3rd game. And they take the series.
A good game by both teams, but eventually Havoc was able to get that last goal that just set the game apart.
Yeah, and I think we could be quickly jumping into our next game. I am now just messaging them. That next matchup is
It is 40 Ounce of Freedom and VR Syndicate.
Yes, thank you. 40 Ounce of our Syndicate. They'll be duking it out here for our next game. But a shout out to MLJP and Havoc. One of the more exciting series that I've been able to tune into so far in this preseason. And yeah, really a great battle there. Some great highlights, I think, for both teams. And ultimately, a nice 2 there from 24 to round things off for their team. But we have to get ready for our next series. So we'll go to a brief intermission. When we come back, it will be VR Syndicate versus 40 Ounces of Freedom. Don't go anywhere. More Ultimex in a few moments.